Hi YouTube, this is Erin. So this is going to be my first official YouTube video in documenting my gastric sleeve journey. I guess I'll start with kind of the why I'm doing it, why I'm sharing it. So I've been married for 2 years. And about, I don't know, 8 months ago, my husband and I were sitting in the living room. He had just gotten home from work, and we were watching Dr. Phil. And on that show, there was a morbidly obese husband and a super, super thin wife. And she was saying, like, if you don't lose weight, I'm going to leave you. Basically, you're unhealthy and this isn't working. Well, it turns out that she kind of had an eating disorder herself. That's why she was super thin, and he had his own eating issues, which is why he was morbidly obese. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and my husband says, seriously, if I ever get that big, you better say something. Now, first of all, my husband is not overweight. Like, he has a tiny little belly since we got married because I am a good cook. Anyway, so he says, you better tell me. And I said, I will, because I have a big mouth. And you do the same. And he just went, I love you, babe. And that was the moment. That's when it hit me that I was already there. Like, he already felt that way. Sorry. So, I started researching gastric sleeve and doctors. And I actually have a friend, she lives like 4 houses down, known her since junior high school, that went to Mexico last summer and had this same surgery, VSG, with Dr. Guillermo Alvarez in Mexico. I can't say the city name. It's right by Eagle Pass, Texas, though. And she's had wonderful results, and she had a wonderful experience, and she spoke so highly of him, and she couldn't say anything negative at all. So I really started looking at him because I really felt comfortable going with a surgeon that I actually really, like, in real life, knew someone who had had surgery with him. It's great to get online and see everyone else's stories, their testimonies. But I don't know those people. I don't, I guess it's different. I don't know. So I felt comfortable with Dr. Alvarez, and then I got online and researched him and saw other people's testimonies, and not just on his website, like on Facebook, on Obesity Help, on YouTube. I saw a ton of people, and no one had anything negative to say. So that further sealed my decision. So I got in contact, we started making plans, and I paid my deposit. I thought I was going to have to wait until January of 2015, but something worked out, and I got to move my surgery up to August of this year. So August 21st is when I'm having surgery. The more I thought about it, the more that the reasons for going ahead and doing this made sense to me. My husband's facial expression was just kind of the starting point, or what sealed the deal on that I had to do something more than Weight Watchers, which is what we had been doing for a year and a half. And I have such a wonderful, supportive husband because he did it right along with me. He never said, I'm sick of this. I don't want to eat a diet recipe. Please make me regular food. Like, he never said that. He always was willing to do it with me and let's try it. And, ooh, this one's good, but this one's not so good. So, I could have certainly continued to diet, but it wasn't doing anything for me. In a year and a half, I lost less than 20 pounds. And I was going to the gym. I was going to the gym 5 to 7 days a week and doing an hour of cardio and then, 30 minutes of weights and just nothing. Nothing was happening. So, I had all the endocrine tests, all the blood work that says, well, maybe it's my thyroid because my mom has a thyroid problem. My older sister has a thyroid problem. But no, my thyroid shows normal. I keep going out of screen. I'm sorry. Eventually, I decided that, I would talk to my primary care physician, who is, just a local doctor. And they said, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. You should, you have my blessing if you're going to do it. So that, okay. My doctor's not saying, hey, this is extreme. This is not something you need to do. You can do this on your own. No. He said, you've done all this other stuff and nothing. So, let's move forward. And then, I started thinking about my son. I have a son. His name is Jackson. He will be 2 in July, and I'm a substitute teacher. And one day I was subbing for a second grade class. And I heard one little boy, two little boys, they were kind of bickering back and forth. And I heard one say to the other one, well, your mommy's a big fat pig. And the other little boy's face, it just like fell. Like, he had never looked at his mom that way. So it was like this was such news to him that there was something wrong with his wonderful mom. And I don't ever want that to happen to my child. Like, it's one thing, kids are gonna tease. It's just gonna happen. It's not, and there's nothing I can do about it. But I don't want it to be because your mom's fat. Like, call me ugly. But I can't do anything about that. But I can do something about being fat, and this is what I'm going to do. So that was one thing, and just, I don't have energy to play with him. Like, he would love to go outside and be out there literally all day long. But I can't do it. It's too hot. I'm bored. I don't have the energy to get up and run around with him or have fun with him. At 282 pounds, I'm just not physically in any kind of shape to chase around a toddler in a yard with no fence. Like, otherwise, if we had a fence, I guess I could just let him go out there and run and just sit out there. But even then, it's hot and I'm sweaty and I don't want to. So that, my son is a huge motivating factor. I would like to get healthy for him, with him. I want to model good eating habits so that he doesn't have weight problems in his future. My mom has struggled with her weight, and I've struggled with my weight, and I would like to stop that legacy here. Although I guess really we're the only two, so. Other reasons are, clothes. I could buy an outfit at one store if I was a straight size, say a 10, and it might cost me $50. But to replicate the exact same outfit in size 22 or 24, which is what I'm at now, it cost me $100 to $150. like to buy a bra at Walmart. It would be great to spend $12 on a bra. Like, what? No. My bras easily cost $50 or more every time. Every single time. And that sucks. Like, it's not my fault. I didn't ask for giant boobs. Like, other reasons are, just like everybody else. I mean, I am kind of vain. Like, I want other people to think I'm cute. I want other people to think that my husband, like, got a good deal. That he married a hot wife and woohoo, buddy, how'd you do that? Of course. I mean, who doesn't want to feel that way? I want my son to be proud of me. I want to be proud of myself. And that's the biggest thing is like, I don't feel good about myself. I don't like what I see in the mirror. I don't like how I feel when I see myself. I don't like picking myself apart and, well, what about this? And what about that? And this looks terrible. See this lump right here? Not tiny, but, what part is showing in a shirt? It's not like it's super tight and my clothes are going in between my rolls, but it's like even just the littlest bump of where my shirt touches my skin makes me super insecure all day. So I'm pulling at my clothes and adjusting and, oh, do I look okay? I make sure all my skin is covered because my butt is big. So it's going to ride up in the back. My shirt's going to ride up. My pants are going to slide down my giant ass. And then people are going to have to look at parts of me that they didn't sign up for when they, walked out of their house this morning. So those are just some of the reasons. I'll be back with many more. But I guess at the beginning I forgot to tell you, this would be my first official weekly update. So this is my pre-op part. I'm 12 weeks pre-op. Technically as of tomorrow, but I'll be doing videos on Wednesdays because I want to. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now. I'm looking for a job. I'm a full-time student, teaching student, so going, away from subbing so much and more substantial role so that I can get some experience. So hopefully that'll keep me busy and keep my mind off of food. It is kind of hard when you sit at home all day. But anyway, like I said, 12 weeks pre-op, I wish 182 pounds. That would be amazing. 282 pounds. I'm 5'7", and my BMI is 43.6. So I will see you next week. Until then, bye YouTube.